ready for a story, nod your head. Green inside, because of us go where, where, where.
Hello, friends. It's Miss Rachel. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let's go ahead and get started. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, rub your tummies. If you're ready for a story, rub your tummies. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, rub your tummies. If you're ready for a story, nod your head. If you're ready for a story, nod your head. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, nod your head. If you're ready for a story, sit so still. If you're ready for a story, sit so still. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, sit so still. Let's do open and shut them. Open and shut them, open and shut them, give a little clap, clap, clap. Open and shut them, open and shut them, put them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them and creep them and creep them and creep them right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open up your little mouth, but do not let them in. All right, our very first book is going to be The Not So Quiet Library. Every Saturday, Oscar and Theodore got up bright and early, not to watch cartoons or play outside with their friends. It was the day they went to the library with Dad. Dad always said that a day of quiet exploration required a proper breakfast. At the library, Theodore and Oscar returned their old books, waved at Miss Watson, and crept past the old pickled onion, Mr. Tasker. They headed down the children's department while Dad headed up to the nap department. Oscar and Theodore were just settling into their quiet library day when, boom, crash, growl, boom, crash, growl. It appeared there was a monster in the library. They couldn't outrun the monster, so they tried hiding. Growl! They even tried trapping the monster, but that just made him angrier. The only option left was diplomacy. The many-headed monster had tried everything to make the books taste good. Seymour topped it with whipped cream. Chuck tried mustard. Winston swallowed his book whole. Pat tried hot sauce. Bob used sprinklers, but they just bounced off. Actually, books are for reading, says Theodore. What? You mean this whole restaurant is filled with things I can't even eat? Well, we'll just have to eat you guys instead. Grab the sprinklers, Winston. Finally. Wait! That's when Theodore remembered something. Donuts! Perfect. You guys will taste great with a donut on top. Thankfully, Miss Watson stepped in. Story time, everyone. Please sit. Crisscross applesauce. Applesauce? I like applesauce. Story time sounds tasty. Sorry about the whole gonna eat ya thing. That was just the low blood sugar talking. I don't know what's better, this book or those donuts. Books sound so much better than they taste. Luckily, monsters like story time as much as they like donuts. After story time, the monster promised to clean up the library. Besides, Miss Watson could really use the help reaching those high shelves. The boys promised to return for story time every Saturday, after Bob, Seymour, Winston, Pat, and Chuck promised not to eat them. And that's how the not-so-quiet library became quiet again. Good job. We're going to do read a book. Read a book. And then you can read the book. You decide a world will take you there. Read a book. Travel anywhere. All right, it goes like this. Read a book. Travel anywhere. Worldwide, you decide a book will take you there. Read a book beginning to the end. What a way to spend the day. A book's a special friend. Good job. Well, we got quite the thunderstorms last night and this morning, so we're going to do Come Under My Umbrella. It's starting to rain with thunder and lightning. Come under my umbrella, umbrella, umbrella. Come under my umbrella. It's starting to rain with thunder and lightning, thunder and lightning. Come under my umbrella. It's starting to rain. All right, let's do the itsy bitsy spider. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Good job, friends. All right, our last one is going to be Good Night Library. Good night, library. Darkness falls. It's sleepy time for these great walls. Good night, library. You must be tired from all the learning you've inspired. Good night, words and chapter books. Good night, reading in cozy nooks. Good night, poetry. Good night, prose. Pull up the covers. Off you doze. Good night, characters. Close your pages. Good night, plots and puppet stages. Good night, Goldilocks and Sleepy Bears. Good Good night story time and carpet squares. Good night board games, crafts, and art. Good night computer and filing carts. Good night folk tales and Little Red. Good night wolf and Grandma's bed. Good night maps and atlases too. Good night comics, old and new. Good night benches, good night chairs, no more climbing. Good night stairs. Good night librarian, it's time to close. One more book, oh I suppose. Now all your books are tucked in tight. Good night library, good night. Good job. All right, let's finish with Twinkle, Twinkle, and we'll wave goodbye. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. All right, let's wave goodbye. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. With our friends at story time, we wave goodbye like this. We clap goodbye like this. We clap goodbye like this. With our friends at story time, we clap goodbye like this. We stomp goodbye like this. We stomp goodbye like this. With our friends at story time, we stomp goodbye like this. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope to see you next time. Bye.